Hey, what's going on, guys? In the midst of all this isolation and quarantine and a whole bunch of stay-at-home bullshit, I decided to go ahead and make a video on how to glam up something that might not be so glam. So this, depending on where you get it from, you can get it for like 99 cents, maybe even less. Today, I'm going to show you guys exactly how you can kind of beef it up. I know, that was lame. All right, so first we're gonna start with boiling our water. While that's boiling, we're gonna go over here. I already cut up some lime. There's some leftover shallots. We're gonna start cutting up some vegetables here. All right, so here I have a shallot. I prefer shallots, but you can use any kind of onion, white onion, red onion. But today we're gonna work with a shallot, so it's gonna be very similar to a white onion. Move the limes out of the way. Next, we are going to... So, I like to spice it up a little bit. I have some leftover Thai chilies that I can use, but you could always use jalapenos, serranos, any kind of chili pepper that you prefer. If you don't, just go ahead and skip this step. So these are my Thai chilies. I'm only going to use one, but I just wanted to go ahead and show you. I like to keep them in the freezer, so they last quite a while. They kind of shrivel up a little bit, but they still retain their flavor. It's like, it's weird though, because sorry, it's a delayed reaction because they're frozen. But as soon as they thaw out, it kind of just explodes. And not finishing that sentence. Garlic. Growing up with my mother, she would make like a Thai version of ramen. It's called guatio. It's a kind of like just like a Thai pho. But one thing that I noticed over the years that really makes the soup is roasted garlic oil. So that's what we're gonna make right now. All right, so for the roasted garlic oil, you can see, like I said, I already made some. I like to use just a regular canola oil. This is essentially what's gonna look like right there. But yeah, any kind of like neutral oil that doesn't have much of a flavor, I would avoid using olive oil because it has a really high burn point or a really low smoke point. I don't know what I'm talking about. All I know is olive oil is not the way to go. So we want to get good enough. Let it settle. Now, while that's all warming up and getting ready, I actually have some leftover steak from dinner last night. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna rinse it off. Why is there lotion on top? I'm actually gonna take the steak, I'm gonna rinse off the seasoning, and then we're gonna slice it up. All right, here's our steak. Don't mind the dishes, I'm taking care of them later. Just do a quick little rinsey rinse here. I'll just go ahead and grab some of our garlic. This is really hard to do one-handed. Oh god, oh god. All right, so here we go. Kind of just want to let go a little bit. Let it pick up some color. Oh, it's going a little fast, so I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit more. And so that's the color that we're kind of going for right there. a nice golden roasted all around color. Our water's boiling nicely, we'll get to that in a second. Alright, so that's looking pretty good right there. So we're gonna go ahead and turn it off, take it off the heat, and we'll just let it cool down. Go ahead and give it a little bit of agitation and break it up a little bit. And if you've ever made instant noodles, you know the doneness that you prefer your noodles. Me personally, I don't really like them too soggy or anything like that. Anthrust, I'm looking at you. So it's been about what? So it's been maybe about like 2 minutes since they've been in there. So I'm gonna go grab the bowl. All right, so we got our bowl here. Go ahead and retrieve them. Actually, for easier transport, let's rotate. All right, and try and grab as many of them as possible. Right into the noodle sanctuary. Boom. Let's get some more of those. Go ahead and turn that off before we burn the house down. All right. So some people like to do the whole like strips and stuff like that, but I'll just go ahead and I'll cut it into some strips because I don't want to waste any of those. We'll do like 3 strips of it. And then what I actually like to do is I like to kind of like crush it, kind of like how you would with like crackers and soup. All right, and there we go. That is the finished product. Now all we have to do is eat. All right, dude, I am so excited about this. Now the only other thing that I may add in the future, sometimes I like to do like a soft-boiled egg and add that, or just even a poached egg within the broth. I've done that in the past before, but no, I'm not feeling the egg today. Alright guys, so that's how you glam up some instant noodles. I just had to take out the trash, but hopefully during this whole quarantine thing, you guys too can take a bag of instant noodles and make it a little bit better. If you enjoyed that, let me know in the comments down below. This is kind of a new thing for me. I normally focus on video games and stuff like that, but cooking has always been a pretty big hobby of mine. So yeah, if you enjoy it, let me know and maybe I'll make more. That being said, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and I also go live on Twitch usually every weekend at 8 p.m. And sometimes throughout the week, but just follow me on Twitter and Instagram to know ahead of time when I'm gonna be streaming. So I will catch you guys later.